Well, here we are again, folks. Welcome to my 120-day sobriety update. Overall, I feel honestly on top of this world. As the days and months keep going by, I feel like it just keeps getting easier and easier doing this. This month, surprisingly, I had no cravings or challenges, and I did that while going to a rave, I went to a wedding celebration, and I went through a wine tasting. So I'm pretty proud of myself that I went and experienced all those things without having any urges. So huge win for me this month. When I first started this journey, I feel like I obviously reached out to lots of my friends, and I feel like I have really great friends. I'm almost like, I don't know if anyone knows Disney's Recess and TJ Detweiler. It's like, I don't have one best friend, I have 5. Well, I feel like I'm like, I don't have one best friend, I have like 50. And I feel like I have a really good support system. So anyways, ever since I decided to do this, I feel like I've had a lot of support, and that's really helped me just kind of continue on with this. But for some reason, I feel like I just realized that this month so far, there was a lot of people that were just giving me like words of encouragement or different advice. And yeah, I'll kind of explain some of those throughout this video, but just wanted to say that was something definitely worth noting. And yeah, it's been really appreciated. So when I went to the Halloween edition of Foundation, which honestly I had such a great time, the music was way better than I thought it was gonna be. I just danced so much, and it was so nice seeing the Blueprint family again. And anyways, when I was there, I was talking to Ali, who works with Blueprint and is also a really good DJ. And he shared with me that he's been sober for 5 years. And I was like, whoa, that is honestly like, that's badass. Like, I can't wait to be going like down the years and being exactly like him. And he was definitely like very supportive and very proud of my accomplishment so far. But he also let me know and warned me that it's easier right now because it's new and exciting. And he was saying once you reach that year hump, it'll get harder. And honestly, I feel like I really appreciate him like giving me the support, but also like being real, because I feel like I already have the mindset of said, like, I want to continue this after years. So I really appreciated the advice, and I feel like once I reach that year mark, I'm definitely going to keep that in the back of my mind, and I feel like that's going to definitely motivate me to just like, to keep on going and to just remember like why I'm doing this. So yeah, that was my first kind of bit of advice that I got this month, and really appreciated it. Also, once Foundation was done, and I remember walking home, and I was just reflecting on how great the night was. And I also just started reflecting on how my life has changed so much. And I feel like I used to go to lots of shows and dance a lot, and I'm definitely happy with the life that I'm living. Like, I really want to take running, like, that is my priority, and my health is my number one too. But it definitely made me kind of miss, enjoying those. And I feel like I could maybe find a little bit more balance to going to different DJ shows that I really want to go to, because I obviously can go and not drink and have a good time. But yeah, definitely like something that I noticed, and I kind of, I don't know, I was reminiscing, and it made me miss a little bit. So who knows, maybe I'll go dancing out a little bit more. But yeah. Another thing I've reflected on is I feel like I just want to do so many things. Like, let's say, for example, my running. With this whole 65-kilometer running challenge that I'm doing tomorrow, I feel like I came up with that pretty quickly. And it's like, I want to do that. I want to run across BC. I want to run across Canada. I want to qualify for Boston. I want to run all the majors. And then it's like vlogging. And I feel like recording these take a lot of time. And do I want to do anything else with social media? And it's like, I feel like I come up with so many great ideas, and I feel like it's sometimes unrealistic how much stuff I want to do. Now, with all this stuff that I want to do in my life, I have asked for help on how do I deal with this? And so one of my best friends, Matthew Bailey, we've been best friends for a very long time, and he has been there through my ups, my downs. Trust me, everybody. He knows me inside and out. He gives really, really great advice, and he's really helped me with all these fun goals that I have, and just like really actually make them goals and make them realistic, and talking through all this with me. And yeah, I just wanted to highlight Matt. He is literally such a legend. He's such an amazing person, and he helps me out, honestly, like on a daily, weekly basis. And yeah, he's really helped me with like supporting me with all this, but like being real is like, okay, like what should I actually start with short term, and kind of going from there, and being realistic with all this. So Matt, you're a legend. I love you. Okay, now on to my running update. So firstly, I'm not doing the double marathon. It's a lottery system. I signed up, but honestly, I highly doubt I'm going to get it. So my backup plan is to do Victoria again. And I've decided to do that again just because, like, my goal is to qualify for Boston. That's like my first major that I want to qualify for. And if that's my goal, I don't have to be traveling like everywhere in order to do that. So I'm doing Vancouver in May. I'll do Victoria in October. Haven't signed up, but I will confirm once I do that. Dublin I'll do at some point. Like, whenever that happens, it'll happen. I'm not banking on it this year, but yeah, I'm gonna say no, and I'm gonna stick to just Vancouver and Victoria coming up next year. So that's that. I haven't been running as much recently just because me preparing for my 65 kilometers, I kind of was dealing with that the wrong way, and I was running way too much right away, and so I've been having some Achilles issues, but that seems to be sorted, so I'll be good for tomorrow. But yeah, haven't been doing as much running recently, but it's definitely starting to feel better, so I'm happy about that. Lastly, I just want to talk about my CF clinic appointment that I had this month, so let me get into that. So first thing I just want to say, it was a really good clinic appointment. I feel like all of them are good, but I really appreciate the ones where I get to see the whole team. It's not honestly necessary that I see the whole team each time. If there's something that is of urgency, I'll bring it up, but I'm normally good with just like seeing the nurse, seeing the doctor, seeing the pharmacist, and that's about it. But it was nice to see everybody. I saw the physiotherapist, and she gave me some good just like advice with like training with my running routine and kind of what I have going on there. And she recommended switching my routine so I have a full day of rest completely, which I don't right now. Usually on my 2 rest days, I'm going to work, and my work I'm walking around a lot. So thinking about when I start training for the BMO to get into a routine like that. Another thing that was brought up was just because I'm running so much, the toll that it has on my body, and consequently that could cause me to be sick more frequently. There's other people with CF that she was saying that they are sick, honestly, like constantly. So that definitely isn't going to deter me from running, but definitely good for me to keep in mind and know and to be aware of. When I saw a nutritionist, I've definitely talked to her before about my running and kind of what else I should do with my nutrition, and she actually recommended seeing a sports nutritionist. I haven't acted on that, but it's definitely in my notes and something that's on my radar that I will get to that soon. So that's something that was very helpful. The research team came in, and right when they were like, oh, this is to do with like nasal, I was just like, does that mean something's gonna go up my nose? And they're like, yes. And I was just like, I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. I think I swore in front of them. I was just like, no, that's a no-go. I hate things going up my nose. I go swimming and I need to wear like those full like goggles because I don't even want water going up my nose. So anyways, I said, I'm down for research. I really like helping the community, but when things go up my nose, it's a no-go. So anyways, didn't do that. I think the highlight of my whole clinic appointment was for my pulmonary function test, also known as PFTs. I got 91%, which is huge. My baseline has normally been 82% for a long time, and 91, honestly, I think it was maybe like at Children's Hospital I maybe got that. So 91 is huge, and I'm not surprised because of all the running I'm doing, so that was definitely the biggest win from the appointment. Now for I'll say the worst part of the appointment. So the last time I got sick, which was around the Victoria Marathon, I sent in a sputum sample and I was waiting for results, and everything came back good except for this Mycobacterium abscessus that I keep on growing, and I've been growing that since I think the summertime. It's been like kind of a streak of me being sick, and I went to the NTM clinic, which is a new clinic at VGH, and when I first went there, they were like, hey, like, based off your symptoms and everything, like, we don't think that, like, the times you've been sick, that this bacteria is causing it. But because of this most recent sputum sample, and that was the only thing that was growing, my doctor kind of discussed with me, we're like, okay, well, we're gonna have to kind of monitor this over the next like 6 months, get another CT scan, kind of see like when you get sick next, and kind of the frequency, and we may ultimately have to treat it. And treating this specific microbacteria, it's not just like a usual like 2 weeks of antibiotics. It's apparently kind of a year-long process. It's 3 months of IVs, and it's quite intense. So we just kind of talked about that and the potential of starting that. I've always had the mentality, like, ever since I could remember, of if any time I grow something that's serious, I'd rather just deal with it right away. So I kind of told them, I was like, look, if things change and you want to start treating it, let's just deal with it right away. It's just, yeah, I feel like this weirdness, uncomfortable, like, not uncomfortable, but I don't know, it's just like this awkward phase of like, I know how I have this, it's serious, but it's okay right now, we're just like monitoring it. I don't know, it's just in this weird like limbo phase, but that's the only thing like of concern. Luckily, we're not doing anything about it right now, but just something that is flagged and could potentially make things interesting. And that completes this update. Thank you so much to everybody who has been following along with my journey. I'm having a lot of fun doing this, and hopefully you're enjoying my updates and gaining some inspiration or knowledge. If you do have any questions, comments, pop it in the channel, send me a message on Instagram, make sure to like and subscribe, and thank you so much. I will talk to you for my 150-day update. Okay, until then, see you later.